Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is a video I was afraid I was going to make, and I was hoping I would never got to make. But unfortunately, the title of this video isn't clickbait. This is the last Fort Wayne Komet Hockey video be posted on the channel. Now, before I get into it, if you don't mind these guys being here, they're giving me some emotional support items at the moment as the thunderstorm rolls on outside of the studio here. To make a long story short, last night, what you should be seeing was last night's game of the Fort Wayne Komets courageously comeback, but coming up just a little bit short, losing 4-2 in Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals to the Kansas City Mavericks. What you end up seeing is this. As of yesterday's video, basically about 5 minutes in the second period, a security supervisor told me, "No cameras allowed. That includes cell phones. We know who you are." That, and which I rebuttal, where was this the past 3 years? Now, I have full respect for the security crew. They're doing their jobs. They're doing what they're told. Unfortunately, I've lost a little bit of respect because it didn't happen Game 1, Day 1, back in 2023 when I did the preseason video of Komets versus Iowa Heartlanders. And that I've been filming Komet games dating all the way back to March of 2022. How the heck did my camera pass tech inspection, even though the little description from the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum says cameras are allowed as long as they don't have a detachable lens? This camera that I'm recording from now is a 2013 Samsung consumer quality grade camcorder with no detachable lenses. Now, I understand it is a really good consumer quality camera. About best $150 ever spent. Bought it back in 2021 in Greenwood, Indiana, at the Walsuck there on Smith Valley Road. It was the last one they had in stock. Best purchase I've ever had. Now, things have changed in the past 5 years. Corporations have gotten into this with the exclusive rights deals, want to cease and desist anything that even remotely rivals for them. Back in the day, the Komet old-timers would remember Access Sports Fort Wayne, where Tim Hogue, I'm hoping I pronounced his name right, and Randy Markham would do Komet games every once in a while. They would show up, make a schedule, and bring just some standard camera and record it. That went up from 1990 all the way to 2019 when Flow Sports took over the exclusive rights of the ECHL. Now, don't know how many eyeballs Access Fort Wayne is getting in 2019. But certainly, Flow Sports becoming this direct provider was the final nail in the coffin for it. Now, what does that mean for the channel? Well, it is the end of an era, unfortunately. And I have total respect and I will respect the order and not film any more Komet hockey games for the Fort Wayne Komets. Out of respect if it was the Fort Wayne Komets, because, to be fair, the Fort Wayne Komets have every right to cease and desist me. I mean, there's 2 videos on this channel that became somewhat viral. One of them very, very unremarkable, one of them very, very funny, that I did just to blow off some steam. One of them was This Team Stinks, in which picked up just a hair under 5,000 views, which is the 3rd most popular video on the channel. The other one was a fun one, but it's just a middle-of-the-road video. Doing a little urinating tree style congrats video for the Komets missing the playoffs for the first time since 2012-2013. So the Komets have every right to cease and desist me if this is indeed their their objective. There's 2 defamation videos out there that's dogging on them, but it doesn't factor how the heck did the other 54 videos on the channel stand for as long as it did, with nothing. The first 2 years, passed through security checkpoints, camera in the bag and clear bag, was able to pass tech inspection. This year, during opening night, during the second game of the season, it was flagged. However, the crap phone, for how bad it is, was still allowed to pass. No one said anything otherwise. At this point, my respect for the Komets organization has gone down a little bit. I would have had a little bit more respect for them if I would have showed up Game 1, opening night, 2023, and said, hey, you're not allowed to bring this in because of rules. I would have had a little more respect after that. How this has gone on for almost 3 full seasons, and now it's finally gotten around to it, is beyond me. In fact, the numbers of the channel have nosedived as of recently, picking up less than 100 views a pop for Komet Hockey videos now. In fact, Komet Hockey videos, the last Komet Hockey video of Game 5, or whatever it was, of the Komets beating the Toledo Walleye in this second round of the playoffs, has less views than the video that these puppies came from, the Honkai Star Rail collaboration videos. So, I make absolutely no money off of any of this. I do it seriously as a passion, and for my love and support of Fort Wayne Komet Hockey. Now, I will admit, I spent a lot more money than what I probably should have for going to tickets, parking, and gasoline driving from Muncie, Indiana to Fort Wayne about roughly 16 to 20 times a year. There was parts in my year 1 of the Fort Wayne Komet Hockey stuff, where the year the Komets missed the playoffs, where my channel was strongly outdoing what the Fort Wayne Komets official channel was. I made this channel in honor and respect for Access Fort Wayne after a couple games. The preseason video did pretty decent, and the Komets the Komet section was very encouraging, saying, I miss the Komet going to Komet games. Going to Komet fans who aren't from Fort Wayne, or who are out of state and travel a long ways just to even make it for you. It was a nice little thing. At best. At best, it was a public service. At my most selfish, it was something to record and save so I can look back on at the awesome times and the awesome games that I went to along the way. As of every video on this channel, IndyCar videos, Honkai Star Rail videos, Genshin Impact videos, hotel reviews, all of them, do not make a dime off of them. It's just purely for the passion, just as a hobby, just to do something, to escape from the negative life that we sit in our year of our Lord 2026. However, I will have to commend the Komets this. The Komets are stepping up their game in the social media front, just as I wanted them and challenged them to do. They're creating YouTube shorts of goals and stuff. Not just the simple 3-minute sponsored highlight package of goals and that's it. And promotional stuff. The Komets and Mission Control is one of the best things that this Komet YouTube channel, the Komet official YouTube channel, has done. It is a breath of fresh air, it is something unique, and it gives a light to the unsung heroes of the Fort Wayne Komet organization. And I commend them and respect them and wish them only the best in that department. However, hypothetically, if it's not the Fort Wayne Komets that cease and desist me, if it is Flow TV who cease and desist me, that's understandable. Flow Sports is the exclusive rights holder of ECHL and Fort Wayne Komet Hockey film. Even though I'm just one guy, one schmuck with a $150 camera and with shaky, at best, camera controls, whatever enters in that ticket, you assume the rights and assume the copyrights that Flow Sports holds. In which, tonight, the Kelly Cup playoffs were being simulcasted on Amazon Prime. And anytime a certain multi-billionaire with the first name Jeffrey gets involved, chaos and people get bent out of shape. So, first off, Flow Sports, I like to say, I appreciate you for making your product cheaper for a limited time, but still, there's people who would not want to spend $40 a month or however it is a month just to watch a third-tier USA hockey team. Because while the league is propped up by big giants like Fort Wayne, Toledo, Florida Everblades, big teams like that. You can throw Indianapolis in there in the mix. Jacksonville packs in 15,000 a night. You got established hockey bases like that. You got struggling fan bases like Iowa, who went bust. Adirondack, who grabs in a couple thousand a night and signed Daniel Amesbury to a contract to try and grab some interest. Worcester is packing less than 2,000 nights. This league is truly just a journeyman series, a prospect series looking to make a better day, and advertising it. Any bit of publicity is good publicity, whether it be on YouTube, on Flow Sports, or on anything in between. Why is this such a big deal? I guess this is the new world of exclusive rights holders holding all the chips and ceasing and desisting everyone below them. Now I greatly accept, I will unfortunately accept my cease and desist. There will be no more Fort Wayne Komet Hockey home games for year 3, for year 4. Year 3 will be the final year I'll be making Fort Wayne Komet Hockey videos at home. However, I've not had any issues with filming in Fishers, in Bloomington. Toledo, I have had issues in the past. The first year, I almost got kicked out. However, the Toledo fans beside me said, it's his first time here. Let him enjoy his time at the Huntington Center. One of the best experiences I've had was with Kalamazoo, which Kalamazoo was straight and forward to the point. No cameras allowed. However, you can video with your phone. Now, given how bad the crap phone is, it is better than nothing. However, what does that make different in this case? Well, if the security people said, I know who I know who you are now, want to say that they're going to track me down, even with the crap phone filming. And out of protection of the channel, there's other videos that's non-Komet Hockey stuff, like the Genshin Impact stuff, IndyCar vlogs, Columbus Blue Jacket hockey stuff, New York Islander hockey stuff, weather radio videos, personal videos that mean so dearly to me in the archives. If Flow Sports or the Fort Wayne Komets decide to go to nuclear code, drop a nuclear bomb, and to copyright claim all 56 Komet Hockey videos, that could be channel over, gone and dusted forever. Nothing more than the nuclear fallout and dust particles in the mushroom cloud left behind it. And protect the infrastructure of the channel for the sake of Firefly, for the sake of the Silver Wolf videos, for the sake of the Genshin Impact videos, and the other passion that I have that's outside the comments. I want to protect them. Protect the 50-some odd subscribers who subscribed for the Genshin Impact Hoyoverse stuff. I want to protect them so they have at least a little something to watch. I know I'm not much. I'm irrelevant in the grand scheme of things in the YouTube sphere. But some people do find joy out of watching these videos. I don't know how. Maybe it's just we're just down to desperate times. We're just looking for someone with a clear, cool head that's like-minded. Now, I don't condone echo chambers at all. It's not what I'm trying to say. what I'm trying to say is that trying to get through disappointment as most I can. Thank you all for the countless of videos, for the support I've had of Komet Hockey, for uploading this Komet Hockey stuff for the past several years. I was expecting it to come to an end sometime. I didn't think it was going to be today. But for those of you who are out there, I'll do my darndest to make sure they'll keep this going. Whether it be road games, whether it be emailing the Komets for a potential press credential, to try and apply for a press credential for the 2026-2027 Fort Wayne Komet season, or maybe, just maybe, something different. My most favorite videos are indeed the travel vlog videos. They bring the most joy to me, and to spend a night in a different city, and to visit the different areas around the league. So, maybe, just maybe, I'll keep on doing those. But unfortunately, the Komet Hockey stuff will be taking a nosedive next year. There will still be a What's in the Bag video, for as inevitably at this point, barring some Toronto Maple Leaf 4-1 blowing of the Kansas City Mavericks, the Komets will not make it to the Kelly Cup playoffs. They won't make it to the Kelly Cup playoffs. It was a good year, a good run. We won our little Battle of Toledo, and unfortunately that was good enough, and we just simply lost. Kansas City is too good of a team. And all good things must come to an end. On behalf of myself and the fellow personalities here at Infinite_XA HQ, signing off for Komet Hockey once and for all. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And I'm sorry to the Fort Wayne Komets, Flow Sports, the security people, and the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum for being such a burden and to cutting in illegally your footage and your properties. Thank you, and have a good rest of your day.